Now, speaking of cars, European car sales got a badly needed boost from all those government-scrapped car rebates, shooting up 4.6% from a year ago, although some car makers are still being battered by recession. Meantime, takeover talks rumble on for a couple of the region's biggest brands. Chris Burns is in Brussels, where one of Opel's potential suitors, that's RHJ International, is based. And Chris, what's the latest here on all the takeover talks?
Well, Scarlett, I talked to a spokesman over at RHJ. He says it's just too hot to go on camera to talk about this, but they do say that they're in advanced stages of talks on trying to acquire Opel. And they're not the only ones, of course. There's also Magna of Canada with Sberbank, the Russian bank. They're trying to clinch a deal. A German state minister says that they should have a deal by the end of the month. But they are tougher customers than expected. They're demanding control over Chevrolet in Russia. See how that plays out. Fiat seems to be out of the picture. Opel, GM Opel, seem to be in a weaker position because of those figures coming out today on car sales. Car sales are up for most people, most companies here in Europe. But for Opel, it's down 6% year on year.
And Chris, what about the ongoing soap opera between VW and Porsche?
Yeah, VW and Porsche. Well, in fact, Porsche employees are nervous enough to hold rallies today because they're worried about getting gobbled up by VW. It's also a rivalry between two grandsons of the founder, Porsche. They're fighting over control. Wolfgang Porsche, the chairman of VW, Ferdinand Piech of VW, Wolfgang Porsche, chairman of Porsche. Anyway, they're fighting it out, and we'll see how it plays out. Back to you.
Okay, thanks very much, Chris Burns in Brussels.